Hello, you are live. Happy Tuesday. That's our underscore of the show. We need to score the show.
A bouncy C.
We should totally have an opening tune
No,
for
we
our
shouldn't.
show. We need a theme. We need a theme when we open the show on Tuesday. The Gary and Danny show. Anyway, happy Tuesday. I hope all of you had a lovely Thanksgiving, holiday, Friendsgiving, whatever it is that you celebrate, and that you had some joy in your life. And tonight it's wild card night, so anything goes, I think.
Yep.
And
you never know what might happen. Danny might sing.
Doubtful, but occasionally I've been known to. But let us know you're here. How are you? We're officially in the holiday season, so it started like listening to Christmas music and stuff on the radio now. We're going to put up a tree and get ready for the next bash. Anyway.
I should like lip sync when you're talking. I should like move my lips so it sounds like I'm saying all this stuff. Yeah. But I still, in the new year, we're going to try a camera one night. We'll see what it sounds like. Okay. So that you can have just your face there. You don't have to prepare anything else.
Yeah.
Just your lovely face so that everybody can see your lovely face.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I do like that you have a new thing of these expensive Swiss throat lozenges that I can snack on because they're like expensive gummy bears. Anyway, something like my camera just kind of was delayed. So I don't know if we're having a problem streaming because I'm not seeing the stream right now.
Well, refresh.
Anyway, let us know you're here. And look, I'm just making sure I can see because I'm not seeing posts on mine.
I'm not seeing any posts.
I'm not seeing it on any posts. I just opened it on my phone too, and I don't see anything. So I don't know. I don't know. So maybe we can't see your post right now. I'm not seeing it. So
check Facebook.
I am on Facebook.
On my on my thing.
Yeah, I'm looking at the screen right here. And I can see, but
that's not Facebook. If you're looking at where you're.
My brother David, he's here. Hi, David. He says he's on and he hears you both. For some reason, we're not seeing the where people can write in and stuff. So anyway, I think there's few people that are here. Anyway, we just.
Well, I hope the comments come out.
Yeah, no, I'm not getting the comments. Let me try to refresh. It's something. Maybe it's.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay. Okay, we're starting to get comments now. I'm still not seeing it on my computer, so maybe, who knows? Deanna Herrada's here from Texas. We're so happy you're here. It's wild card night, so I hope everybody sits back and sings along because we're going to have a lot of fun.
Well, we don't know. We'll try to have a
Yeah, I mean, I can read the comments on your spread, but on my Facebook page, I am not seeing any.
Well, we have one comment from Deanna. Is there anything else?
Yeah, no. My brother said he hears us though, so I think people can hear us. But for some reason,
Jeanette. I can hear and see you fine. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, something's wrong with our comments. I can read it on yours, but not on my Facebook.
She's just correcting me that it's not 220. It's not 209. It's like 215 or something.
Thank God for Jeanette. Hi, Jeanette. Thank you. And Suzanne Stewart's probably here too. Hi, Suzanne.
We love Suzanne.
Happy Tuesday. We're so glad you're here. Well, now that you can hear us, we can sing. I'm going to restart my computer and see if I can get comments because maybe it's my computer.
No, I don't know.
Maybe it's me.
No, it's
never. And Hallie Burton's here.
There's the lovely Hallie.
All right. So anyway, love you. Bye.
Why is there no way to comment when you take it to the big screen, Hallie?
We don't know. And Joanne Tinder's here. It's a cold evening in Kerrville tonight.
Ah, Kerrville. I never made it to that folk festival. I'm sure that Joanne is a big fan of that. That happens every year. The Kerrville Folk Festival. I think it was just.
I like the name. It reminds me of Whoville.
Yeah, I was told not to sleep on the ground because you'll get chiggers.
Ew.
There's little bugs that come to the.
We don't want.
Have you ever seen any? Do you know what chiggers are, Joanne?
Maybe she is only on the cold
ground. She's in Texas, Kerrville, Texas. It's near Austin. It's where they do a big folk festival. My friends Eric Schwartz and Freebo and all those people have been there many times.
Oh, and we over the holiday we went with my brother and my nephews, and we saw Wicked, and it's so much fun and it's so good, and you'll come out singing the whole way home, and it's just a great movie. So if you want to have a good time, go see it.
Popular. Let's see. So I don't see a whole lot of comments, but we're okay, right? Everybody's hearing us, so let's go.
I think everybody's hearing us,
do
but
a
our
song.
comments seem to be lagging. So
Oh, well, there you go.
you
Technology.
know, we're lagging right now.
Here we go. This is our first song. It's a Beatles song. You say you will love me if I have to go. You'll be thinking of me. Somehow I will know. Someday when we're lonely, wishing you weren't so far away, then I will remember things we said today. You say you'll be mine, girl, till the end of time. These days such a kind girl seems so hard to find. Someday when we're dreaming, deep in love, not a lot to say, then we will remember things we said today. Me, I'm just a lucky kind. Love to hear you say that love is love, though we may be blind. Love is here to stay, and that's enough to make you mine, girl. Be the only one. Love me all the time, girl. We'll go on and on. Someday when we're dreaming, deep in love, not a lot to say, then we will remember things we said today. Me, I'm just a lucky kind. Love to hear you say that love is love, though we may be blind. Love is here to stay, and that's enough to make you mine, girl. Be the only one. Love you all the time, girl. We'll go on and on. Someday when we're dreaming, deep in love, not a lot to say, then we will remember things we said today.
I don't know if I know that one.
Oh yeah, you knew it.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah,
You've sound
definitely
familiar.
heard it. Number
Maybe
one,
heard it.
I've done it before. Number one, number two, it's a pretty well-known Beatles song.
Okay, well, it's not coming to recall, and for some reason, I can't read the comments on my computer or my phone, so I can read them off of your screen. But I tried rebooting it; it's just not quite working. So
crazy.
I don't know.
So, well, give Danny a text if you know her number and can tell her what you want to say.
If they log in, I mean, I can see it on your screen, so that's fine. I just can't comment.
I see Joanne and Hallie and Deanna. That's it. That's it. So, Things We Said Today was written by Paul McCartney.
Paul Carlin's here. Hi, friend.
Hey,
we love you. We love your book, by the way. It's on our coffee table.
It is. Things We Said Today, written by Paul McCartney and credited to Lennon McCartney. It appears on the Hard Day's Night album. It had been composed for Hard Day's Night, but was not included. The song is one of the three main compositions, along with And I Love Her and Can't Buy Me Love, that Paul McCartney wrote for the film, recorded in advance of the film production for lip-syncing purposes. Things We Said Today was written in May 1964 on board a yacht called Happy Days during McCartney's holiday in the Virgin Islands with his girlfriend Jane Asher, Peter Asher's sister, plus Ringo Starr and his future wife Maureen. The similarly melancholic lyrics reflected McCartney's knowledge about his and Asher's lifestyles, which would increasingly drive them apart. Although they stayed together till July 1968, and in December 1967 announced their engagement. It was a slightly nostalgic thing. A future nostalgia will remember the things we said today sometime in the future. So the song projects itself into the future and then is nostalgic about the moment we're living in now, which is quite a good trick. It has interesting chords. That's my Paul imitation. Thank you. McCartney double-tracked his vocals, occasionally providing harmony, but mostly singing in unison with himself. Lennon's piano part was meant to be omitted from the final mix, but the lack of separation between instruments meant that the sound leaked into other microphones during recording. As a result, it can be heard on the released version. So if you go listen to that, you will hear it.
My mom is here, but she can't make comments either. So I don't know. Maybe it's just us. But my comments aren't coming up, but I'm seeing them. It's rolling on yours. So
wow. Well, just go to YouTube. Maybe the YouTube comments will work.
No, Paul Carlin is on YouTube, and I can see him.
Oh, so the YouTube comments are coming, but not the Facebook comments.
Yeah, it's weird, but it's not doing it on my phone either.
Is anybody who's commented on Facebook right now?
Well, my mom says she can't do it, but anyway,
that's weird.
We're happy you're here.
Maybe Facebook got mad at some comment.
I can't respond. It's going to drive me crazy.
I commented on there was a comment that we had this big reunion at LA City College, and when I was at City College,
Perla Batalha's here.
Perla,
hello, beautiful.
Oh, fantastic!
We're so happy you're here.
She had another major accomplishment, this award. I can't remember what it was, but I just saw it on Facebook. She's amazing.
If you haven't heard her sing, you don't know what you're missing. So go hear her sing whenever you get the chance.
So what was I talking about? I was talking about.
I don't know. I can't help you there.
I know you interrupted me because I can't remember what it was.
That's okay. Just move on.
No, I wanted to mention. Oh, I know what it was. I was in a play called House of Blue Leaves when I was in college, and my friend Marcy Donnelly played my mother named Bananas. And the joke of the show, one of the things in the show is I was playing the young son just back from the war or the military, Vietnam, and I had to shave my head back when I was very young, and I was going to blow up. The character was going to blow up the Pope. This is when the Pope was visiting New York, and he was going to have a bomb and blow up the Pope. So I said to Marcy, because Marcy said something about being my mom in the show and said one line from the show. So I said, I'm going to blow up the Pope. Now, I haven't seen it, so I think Facebook's algorithms got rid of that, even though it was just a line from a play. So maybe they're punishing me now. Or something like that.
Have you locked us? Well, you're not in jail. It's just mine. But
no.
Valerie Lorber's here. Hi, Valerie. She says she can't do comments either. So maybe it's just our area. I don't know.
Right. Well,
but other people like Perla and Joanne and Paul.
Send us a comment some other way, either email or something, and let us know that you're here. Anyway, some artists take years to craft albums, agonizing over arrangements, but early in his career, Elton John appeared to be more prolific than perfectionist, releasing 4 albums: Tumbleweed Connection, Friends, the live album 171170, and Madman Across the Water. I'm going to do a song from, I think this is from Madman Across the Water, Tiny Dancer. Let's see.
I can see Peter Krantz. Hi, Peter. Hi, Becky. We're so happy you're here.
He said, so Toppin said in a 1973 interview in Rolling Stone that the song is about Maxine Fableman, his wife at the time. In 2019, Fableman said, I knew the song was about me. I had been into ballet as a little girl and sewed patches on Elton's jackets and jeans, referring to the song's description of seamstress for the band. Due to the song's lengthy run of 6 minutes and 12 seconds, the Tiny Dancer was initially a non-starter as a single in the U.S., reaching only number 41. Some radio edits ended the song following the first chorus because the first verse repeats. Some radio stations banned the song due to the controversial opening line of the second verse, Jesus freaks out in the streets. That was the analog Facebook back then. In the early 1960s, John formed a soul group called Bluesology. He took his stage name from 2 of the people in that band, Elton Dean and Long John Baldry. Anyway, so here is Tiny Dancer. So, and anyway, I'm just doing songs I want to do tonight, but I am doing one in Spanish in a moment. So Perla will have to tell me if I do a good job. ladies, seamstress for the band, pretty eyes, pirate smile. You'll marry a music man, ballerina. You must have seen her dancing in the sand. Now she's in me, always with me, tiny dancer in my hand. Jesus freaks out in the streets, handing tickets out for God, turning back, she just laughs. Boulevard is not that bad. Piano man, he makes his stand in their auditorium, looking on. She sings his songs, the words she knows, the tune she hums. Oh, I feel so real, lying here with no one near, only you. You can't hear me when I said softly, slowly, hold me close, a tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. Had a busy day today. Blue jean babies, LA ladies, seamstress for the band, pretty eyes, pirate smile. You marry a music man, piano man. You must have seen her dancing in the sand. Now she's in me, always with me, tiny dancer in my hand. Oh, I feel so real, lying here with no one near, only you. And you can't hear me when I said softly, slowly, hold me close, a tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. You had a busy day today. Hold me close, a tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. You had a busy day to day.
Mm. Oh, people are able to messenger me, but for some reason, a few of us aren't able to comment on the Facebook. But I'm seeing it on Gary's screen. So we have Tina Saddington's here and Bonnie Beckman, Karen Stockdale, and I think John might be there too if he hasn't gone home. I'm sending you guys love. And Robert Thomas Mine, we're so happy you made it. My little brother Mark Hoffman's here. I can't wait to see you soon over the holidays. And somebody from YouTube, Snap at 215.
I think that's probably
I don't know that name.
it's Liz Kin. It's Kinnan.
Andy.
Andy Kinnan. Yes, thank you.
Hi, Andy.
Whenever I sing tenor, everything goes out of my head. All right. The next song we're going to do this is wild card. So I just picked a bunch of songs I wanted to do, and I didn't have much time to work on them.
It is Andy. You guessed it right.
Well, he said the Segerstrom. He says my wife's feeding him at the Segerstrom this week. So we'll find out who that is.
His captions are not working either. So,
Abre las ventanas al amor. Open the Windows to Love in English is a song performed by Brazilian singer-songwriter Roberto Carlos and is included on his studio album Sonríe in 1989. It was written by and produced by Argentinian singer-songwriter Roberto Levi and released in 1990 as the second single from the album. The song became Carlos' second number one hit on the Billboard Top Latin Songs after Si el Amor Se Va in 1988 and his seventh top 10 single in the chart. Roberto Carlos has sold over 140 million albums around the world. He's considered one of the most influential artists in Brazil, being cited as a source of inspiration by many artists and bands. His net worth is estimated at 160 million US dollars. He was born 19 April 1941 in a little house at the top of a hill. And one day when he was 6 years old, he somehow got in the way of an oncoming steam locomotive, got ran over, and had his right leg chopped off. From then on, and since the age of 15, with the aid of crutches, he has since used a prosthesis. At the age of 9, he did his first performance on the radio in a contest for children. First prize was a fistful of candy.
Ooh, I like that.
He influenced by his idol Elvis Presley. In the 1950s rock revolution, he rose to stardom as the main figure of 50s and 60s musical movement known as Joven Guarda, or Young Guard. I think it's Joven. That's written with an M at the end. That's wrong. Joven Guarda for Young Guard, which was a ripoff from another TV show. From the same name, Joven Guarda was, maybe because it's Portuguese. Here we go. Okay, was the first manifestation of the Brazilian pop rock movement. Since then, Roberto Carlos has been called O Rei, the King. Roberto Carlos insisted on investing time in young music, rock, and in 1962 released Splish Splash. The 1970 decade, the singer became the artist who would sell the most albums. Several of his songs were recorded by other artists such as Julio Iglesias, Caravelli, and Ray Conniff. In 1975, the singer would record the new LP in Subia Studios in New York. The album spawned the songs Ilegal, Immoral, e Engorda, and Os Seus Botões. I'm not really sure how to pronounce all the Portuguese. I'm okay on the Spanish. In 1986, Carlos performed at Radio City Music Hall, and he became one of the only Brazilians ever to win a Grammy Award in the category of Best Latin Pop Album with Roberto Carlos Tolo. I got to work with him. I used to, in the early 90s, this is how I met Dan Navarro, by the way. There was not that many singers who could sing Spanish with a good accent and with the red light going on with that kind of, now there's plenty, but so I was the token gringo in many of these sessions and everything like that. And this is one of the songs we sang on with some other singers, Dan Navarro, Kenny O'Brien, who is from Venezuela, and Maria Del Rey and Isela Sotelo. I'm sure, I don't know if any of you heard of them, but they're great. All right, so here we go. Perla will tell me if my Spanish is okay. ventanas al amor. Deja penetrar su claridad. Dile no al pasado y su dolor, sin negar todo lo bueno que él te dio. Piensa en la alegría de vivir, de tener de nuevo una ilusión. Siempre hay esperanza si el amor te alcanza. Deja penetrar su luz. Abre las ventanas al amor. Sueña sin temor al que dirán. Que quien dice sueños, sueños son. Se equivoca cuando se hace realidad. Tienes que volver a sonreír. Darle rienda suelta a la emoción. Todo es más bonito, todo es infinito. Al amar todo es mejor. Abre las ventanas al amor. Busca ser feliz una vez más. Pide a la vida otro color. Que la vida, si lo quieres, te lo va. Di de nuevo sin titubear. Haz lo que te mande el corazón. Abre las ventanas, no es para mañana lo que puedes hacer hoy. Abre las ventanas del amor. Busca ser feliz una vez más. Pídele a otra vida otro color. Que la vida, si lo quieres, te lo da. Oh, di de nuevo sí sin titubear. Haz lo que te manda el corazón. Forgot what key I was in. Abre las ventanas, no es para mañana lo que puedes hacer hoy. Abre las ventanas, no es para mañana lo que puedes hacer hoy. I forgot what key I was modulating so much. I forgot which key I was in.
Oh, you did good, and you're amongst friends. So
Okay.
just so you know, I can't, for some reason, I can't make comments on my computer, and Gary's, I can read them, but I can't see him. So just let me know how you're doing. And
That's crazy.
I know. I don't know what it's doing because
Well,
it's doing it on my
maybe
phone too.
Maybe I'm in Facebook jail or something.
Did you put us in Facebook jail?
Could be.
I don't
Could be.
Maybe we're in Facebook jail, but no, I can see it on the screen though, on your screen.
Interesting. Well, but my screen is not Facebook. My
Oh.
screen is just whatever's coming through.
It's just everything. Anyway, happy Tuesday. How was your Thanksgiving? We had a lovely Thanksgiving. My daughter invited pretty much every orphan and stray home for the holidays.
30 people.
So at some point, I'm just like, okay, fuck, I just bring something and we'll see what we end up with.
I made a gigantic turkey and then a whole breast. So it was like a turkey and a half.
Gary spatchcocked it, which
Yeah.
I just think is a funny word. But
I
we did it,
spatchcocked.
and it was a lot of fun. It was chaos, but it was just really great having the house filled with so much love. Oh, that's my medication reminder.
Yes.
Sorry.
Medicate early and often.
I forget to take my heart meds, so I have to set a timer for them every night, and it happens to come on right in the middle of the show. So we had a Friendsgiving. Yes, Paul, we did have a Friendsgiving, and it was really fun.
Well,
and
we had a friends and family giving, so and thank you giving.
and it was so fun. And so
Lots of food, and everybody brought food, and everybody had a good time, and it was fun. And a
Mhm.
lot of my daughter and all her friends, they're all dressed in black and have many tattoos. So there was a very high
volume of
tattoos and
tattoos per square inch.
I
Mark
called-
Hoffman's here too. Did I get Mark?
Oh, good.
Did I get Mark? I thought I got
I don't
you.
know. I don't
Maybe
see
I
him in the
didn't.
comments, but I hope this gets fixed by next week. But anyway, the Walker Brothers trio was formed in Los Angeles in 1964 by John Walker, lead vocals and guitar, Scott Engel, and drummer Al Tiny Schneider. Walker and Engel, with two other musicians, had also toured the Midwest as the Surfaris, although the group included none of the musicians who played on the Surfaris records. Dropping the word trio, Walker and Engel were signed by Mercury Records, recorded a single "Pretty Girls Everywhere," and became a leading attraction at Gazzari's Club in Hollywood. Everybody remember the Gazzari's on the Sunset Strip? They also appeared on the Shindig TV show developed by Jack Good, and then on a weekly TV show, 9th Street A Go-Go, which was on Channel 9, I think. Hello? Did you say
Sorry,
something?
that was me. My computer, I reset it and the sound came on. I was trying to get it to get the captions. I'm sorry. I'll stop messing around.
That's all right,
with it.
darling. It's okay. Do what you need to do.
I thought my mic was off.
The members were all unrelated. They just called themselves the Walker Brothers because they liked it. Late in 64, they met drummer Gary Leeds, previously of the Standells. He had recently toured the UK with PJ Proby, and along with club regular Brian Jones, persuaded them that the band's rock and roll and blues style would go well in swinging London, where Proby had already succeeded. Before leaving, they recorded their second single, Love Her, overseen by Nick Vinay and arranger Jack Nietzsche, with Scott Engel Walker taking the lead vocal part for the first time. Previously, John Walker had been the lead vocalist. After moving to Britain, they had their number one chart hits, Make It Easy on Yourself and The Sun Ain't Gonna Shine Anymore. They reunited the Walker Brothers in the 1970s. From the 80s onward, Walker revived his solo career, and Walker died at the age of 76 on March 22nd, 2019. His record label, 4AD, announced cancer as the cause of death. One of my favorite singers, Jerry Butler, also had a hit on this. He was original lead singer of the Impressions.
I love Jerry Butler.
He was dubbed the Iceman by WDAS Philadelphia disc jockey Georgie Woods. And this is a Burt Bacharach and Hal David song, and it has every feature of a Burt Bacharach, Hal David song, which is wonderful key changes and wonderful harmonies. And so I've always liked this song, and I always like that voice. That voice is very nice, very beautiful baritone. So anyway, this is Make It Easy on Yourself. So make it easy on yourself, all of you. Oh, breaking up is so very hard to do. If you really love him, and there's nothing I can do. Don't try to spare my feelings. Just tell me that we're through, and make it easy on yourself. Make it easy on yourself, 'cause breaking up is so very hard to do. And if the way I hold you can't compare to his caress, no words of consolation will make me miss you less. My darling, if this is goodbye, I just know I'm gonna cry. So run to him before you start crying too, and make it easy on yourself. Make it easy on yourself, 'cause breaking up is so very hard to do. Oh, baby, it's so hard to do. Make it easy on yourself. Make it easy on yourself, yeah. Oh, 'cause breaking up is so very hard to do.
I love that tune.
It's a great song.
Good job on that.
Well, I tripped over a phlegm ball on the way. So. Don't knock. It's come in.
Oh, there's somebody at the door. Who's at the door in the studio? Why, it's
Spencer Green.
It's Spencer Green.
My co-writer for 3 musicals.
Okay.
We'll get you on camera in a moment.
Yeah. Here, Spencer can say hi.
This is like Bob Hope. This is like Bob Hope stopping by the studio.
There's a party in the studio.
I'll bring you up in the camera in just a little bit.
Yeah, you're gonna do a tune, Spencer. You didn't know it.
Those earphones are for you.
And Spencer and Gary's show will be opening in March
21st, Friday night at the White Fire Theater in Sherman Oaks.
We'll give you all the details. It's. I have to give Sam a cracker. So if you hear crunching, that's
Sam. You want a cracker?
We're out of dog food.
But we've written 3 musicals together and a whole bunch of other songs. And he was a comedy writer on Mad TV and In Living Color. Actually had a job like Ed Trudell at the bank. There you go. So let's see, what are we doing? Oh,
I'm sorry, I'm making a bunch of noise over here.
That's okay. You do have a mute button, honey.
I forget to use it sometimes.
Okay, in June 2011, Glenn Campbell announced that he had been diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease 6 months earlier. That same year, here we go. Campbell was the subject of a documentary, Glenn Campbell, I'll Be Me, directed by longtime friend James Keach, that examined Campbell's Alzheimer's diagnosis and how it affected his musical performances during his final tour across the United States with his family. The documentary received critical acclaim, being one of the rare films to achieve a 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm Not Gonna Miss You is a song recorded by Glenn Campbell and The Wrecking Crew, who I got to work with, co-written by Campbell and producer Julian Raymond. The song was released on September 30th, 2014 for the soundtrack to the documentary Glenn Campbell, I'll Be Me. I'm Not Gonna Miss You was the last song to be recorded by Campbell. The song was nominated for Best Original Song at the 87th Academy Awards. During the ceremony, the song was performed by Tim McGraw. It also won the Grammy Award for Best Country Song. I'm Not Gonna Miss You was initiated by Julian Raymond, who pitched an idea of recording a song to James Keach, director, who eventually decided to use the footage of the recording session as one of the final scenes in the documentary. If you've not seen this documentary, it's one of the most beautiful, sad yet life-affirming things you've ever seen. The bravery of him allowing people to see this last tour as his memory and his mind was falling apart. But it's amazing. His guitar playing never flagged one moment. That stuff was in his DNA. He had a hard day of people asking him about and on one time, Raymond discussed the inspiration behind the song. He said, Campbell had a hard day of people asking him about Alzheimer's and how he felt about it. He didn't talk too much about it, but he came up to me and he said, I don't know what anybody's worried about. It's not like I'm going to miss anyone anyway. The song, by design, is simple. I knew we couldn't do something like Wichita Lineman that had complicated key changes or bigger range stuff. The song was recorded over 4 takes in 1 day. The song also features the member of the Wrecking Crew, Don Randy and Don Peake, and the late Hal Blaine. The musicians that Campbell had collaborated with before. I got to sing this at Hal Blaine's. Hal Blaine was the quintessential Wrecking Crew drummer. I got to sing this on stage with Don Randy at Hal Blaine's 90th birthday party at the Baked Potato, and he passed away a few weeks after that. But And I've done a few concerts with the Wrecking Crew where one of them, Glenn's widow came to, and I got to sing a bunch of his songs. And so that was really wonderful. But this song is a beautiful song. And if you haven't seen this documentary, it's on HBO Max. So, check it out. Spencer, if you haven't seen it, you have to see it. So anyway, here we go. I'm still here, but yet I'm gone. I don't play guitar or sing my songs. They never define who I am. The man that loves you till the end. You're the last person I will love. You're the last face I will recall. And best of all, I'm not gonna miss you. I'm not gonna miss you. I'm never gonna hold you like I did, or say I love you to the kids. You're never gonna see it in my eyes. It's not gonna hurt me when you cry. I'm never gonna know what you go through. All the things I say or do, all the hurt and all the pain. One thing selfishly remains. I'm not gonna miss you. I'm not gonna miss you. Never gonna know what you go through. All the things I say or do, all the hurt and all the pain. One thing selfishly remains. I'm not gonna miss you. I'm not gonna miss you. I'm not gonna miss you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yay.
That's a beautiful song, isn't it?
Spencer's here. He can hear you because I forgot to hit the mute button.
No, the headphones are right there. I
Oh.
just said that before.
Oh,
I
then
can
let me
hear
hit
you right
this.
there. You're
Put your headphones
2
on.
yards away
Spencer.
from me.
No, but you can't hear the piano very well.
Well, I hadn't hit the mute button.
Oh,
I was neglecting myself.
no. Okay.
I'm not doing a good
Oh,
job
she's
engineering over
she's
here
in
today.
trouble now.
Oh, the sounds, the
I'm
colors.
in trouble.
There you go.
That was great. And that song, I think that show won an award. It won.
It
won
did.
some-
Yeah. But all kinds of you were probably eating the candies when I explained all the awards that they won.
No, we just weren't paying attention.
No, I was
that's
telling
always
Spencer
true.
that he could eat the same crackers that Sam was eating because they're people crackers.
Oh, good. You brought him
we're
to
just-
people.
Crackers and gummies.
Yeah, and Spencer likes the expensive throat
good.
lozenges too.
All right. Are we moving on?
Yeah, you can go ahead and move on now, dear.
All right. Stevland Hardaway Morris, his original last name was Judkins, born May 13th, 1950, was one of the most successful songwriters and musicians in the history of music. 25 Grammys, electronics, innovative sounds, major influence across Hall of Fame for R&B, rock and roll, and songwriters. Blind since shortly after birth, Stevie Wonder, the child prodigy, signed with Motown's Tamla label at age 11. Producer and mentor Clarence Paul gave him the name Little Stevie Wonder. Fingertips went to number 1, part 1 and 2, when he was 13. Originally an instrumental on Stevie's first studio album, The Jazz Soul of Stevie Wonder, it was a flute solo doing what he later would make famous with his harmonica. It was a live performance, lyrics totally improvised. The B-side was the encore. Comedian Bill Murray, not Saturday Night Live Bill Murray, known professionally as Winehead Willie, exhorted the crowd to give him a hand. Stevie unexpectedly changed his mind, returning to sing the goodbye encore. The other musicians were caught out, and the bass players had already changed over to prepare for the next act on the bill. And as Wonder moves into his impromptu encore, the new bass player, Joe Swift, having replaced Larry Moses, can be heard on the recording yelling out, "What key? What key?" And the drummer was Marvin Gaye. So I'm a huge Stevie fan. And he has written for many other artists. He wrote It's a Shame for the Spinners, wrote Until You Come Back to Me, Aretha, for Aretha Franklin, for Tell Me Something Good for Chaka Khan, and Rufus, and Tears of a Clown for Smokey Robinson and the Miracles.
Yeah, what was the podcast we were listening to?
Oh, yeah. The Wonder of Stevie.
The Wonder of Stevie.
Yeah.
If you haven't checked that out and his history and how he traveled his path, it's really interesting.
Yeah.
And you get to revisit all the
Well,
great
those albums, from Music of My Mind to Talking Book to Inner Visions to Fulfilling This First Finale to Songs in the Key of Life and then Hotter Than July. Just an amazing output of music and wonderful.
It was Paul Carlin's first 45 record that he got.
That's fabulous. So fantastic. Okay. So anyway, we're going to do Don't You Worry About a Thing. Yeah, so Don't You Worry About a Thing. Danny. Everybody's got a thing, but some don't know how to handle it. Always reaching out in vain, just taking the things not worth having. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing, mama, 'cause I'll be standing on the side when you check it out. They say your style of life's a drag and that you must go other places, but just don't you feel too bad when you're getting fooled by smiling faces. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing, mama, 'cause I'll be standing on the side when you check it out. When you get off your trip, don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing, mama, 'cause I'll be standing in the side when you check it out. off your trip. Well, everybody needs a change to check out the new. But you're the only one to see the changes you take yourself through. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing, pretty mama. 'Cause I'll be standing in the wing when you check it out. Worry about a thing, yeah, yeah. Don't you worry about a thing, yeah. Don't you worry about a thing, yeah. Ooh, don't you worry about a thing, yeah. There we go.
Woo! That's a little Stevie for you. Peter Krantz says we have to ask his wife Becky about her Stevie story. It's some amazing stuff. We're looking
She
forward
dated
to that.
him. She dated him back in
Did
1974.
Becky date Stevie? No. Now we're just making up stories. We're starting rumors. Anyway, we'd love to hear that story from Becky.
I would love to hear that. Where's
Yeah.
Becky? She around?
I think she's there. Peter
Well, I
says
see
he's
Peter's
cooking.
making comments, so there we go.
Yeah, I mean, people on Facebook are making comments, but they're not really anybody, I don't know. I don't know. There's a few that cannot do it.
Yeah, maybe I'm in Facebook jail for saying I'm going to bomb the Pope, blow up the Pope. It was a line by John Guar. John Guar should be
But
in
why
it.
would it affect my Facebook page?
I don't know.
But see, people are still seeing. Oh, well, I don't know. Doesn't matter.
We can't figure out. We can't
We're
figure
not
out
gonna
the
figure it out
the
tonight.
meta world. The
We just have to
metaverse.
talk to you tonight. So
Exactly.
you have to tell me you're here, and I can't write little comments, which I love to do. But Spencer's here with me, so he loves
Yes,
to
he
make
is. We're going to bring
comments.
him up to you so you can see what he looks like, and he'll do 5 minutes.
Spencer's my other husband.
That's right.
So this is an original tune. This is my obligatory original tune in the set. This is a song called "Only Love" that was recorded by
It's not
the.
obligatory.
Well, I'm
You
just saying.
want to.
I wrote it with Stephen Geyer, who wrote "Believe It or Not, I'm Walking on Air." Did the lyrics to that, and also "Hot Rod Heart" and a bunch of other stuff. The theme to "Blossom" and things like that. It was picked for the Carpenters, but then they wound up not using it on an album. So there you go. But it
There
was
you go.
we were we were close to stardom at that point.
You
But
were so close.
it's called "Only Love," and I hadn't played it for many years. Then when we started the show, I kind of resurrected it, and I like
Well,
it.
maybe
so.
it can be a big hit now.
Okay.
Let's put that out
Yes,
into
because
the
big
universe
hits,
and
because
manifest
big
it.
record hits are really happening now.
Big song hits, it gets used in a movie.
Well,
What
that
I'm
would be good.
saying. Yeah, okay, let's dream big.
You're right. You're right, honey. Okay. Here we go. Only Love. Look at who's been crying now. The one who thought she knew what love was all about. I know it hasn't been so easy, and we've both been hurt before. But time can wipe the tears away like waves that wash the shore. Only love can make it right. Only love fills the lonely night. Though some dreams may die as the years go by, in the end there's only love. Anyone can lose their head. Too many times we let the good things go unsaid. You tell yourself it doesn't matter, that the feelings come and go. But no matter how you hide them, they always seem to show. Only love can make it right. Only love fills a lonely night, though some dreams may die as the years go by. In the end, there's only love. Love will light the darkness till the dawn. In our hearts, we'll keep it shining, shining on. Only love can make it right. Only love fills a lonely night, though some dreams may die as the years go by. In the end, there's only love can make it right. Only love warms a lonely night, though some dreams may die as the years go by. In the end, there's only love. In the end, there's only love.
There is only love. I love that. You haven't done that in a while. I think that is the perfect song for the next Marvel movie.
Okay.
It's
we
a
go.
perfect love song when they have their heart broken, and it could play all over the world.
Thanos and Spider-Man.
Does anybody know anybody
Take up
involved?
they have a romance.
Exactly. I totally see it happening.
So, all right, we have 2 more songs to go. And in between the last song, this song and the last song, I'm going to bring up my friend Spencer. We've written 3 musicals together that were and a lot of songs. The first musical was Bukowsical, which was the story of an edgy LA theater company that thought it was a good idea. Their charismatic founder thought it was a good idea to do a musical based on the life of Charles Bukowski. If you don't know who he is, look him up. It's not for children. And neither was our musical. It was very funny, but very dirty. And then the second one was called
brilliant. I loved it.
Thank you, honey. It won the New York Fringe Festival, New York International Fringe Festival in 2007. And that almost got us production in New York, except we couldn't raise the $650,000 that it would have taken to mount it off Broadway. But anyway,
It was also the timing was not good because it was right during the economic downturn.
I don't remember that.
Before the bank bailouts and
maybe.
things like that. I do.
Okay. Anyway,
Bob
the
Fisher
second
is here. Happy holidays. I can't comment on the write-in sections, but I can see you guys. So thanks for writing in, sending you guys love.
The second one is called Bumper Sticker. It was set in an LA or a city traffic jam on the freeway where people are not moving and they see the bumper stickers on the cars in front of them and they sing about, like, you know, honk if you love Jesus. And the fabulous Jennifer Lee Warren was in that show, as well as some other great performers. And,
We should resurrect that show.
well, we'd like to. We need a producer.
Okay. Anybody out there that wants to be a producer?
Yes, I think that's a good idea. We'd love that. Anyway, but first we're going to
interviewing.
First, we're going to do
producers.
this show on March 21st.
Oh, we have this show first, the one-man show first.
Yes.
I'm just thinking ahead.
So this song, as I'm going to be performing this Saturday night, one of my Wrecking Crew friends, one of the original Wrecking Crew members, Don Randy, is sort of in charge of music directing this concert. It's a concert celebrating Jerry Fuller. Jerry Fuller, this is the song I'm going to do is called Show and Tell. That's the one I'm going to sing Saturday night. It's a popular song written by Jerry Fuller and first recorded by Johnny. What happened?
Sorry. Spencer likes the throat lozenges.
Oh, good.
Sorry, we might make a dent in these tonight.
I
It was a brand new box.
I understand. It's all right. They're only $500 a piece.
That's okay.
The original version was Johnny Mathis in 1972. It made it to number 36 on the Easy Listening chart. And then a 1973 recording of it by Al Wilson reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for 1 week, January 19th, 1974. It sold over 2 million copies and was named a Cashbox number 1 single of the year. Billboard ranked it as the number 15 song for 1974. Gerald Lee Fuller was born in Fort Worth, Texas on November 19th, 1938 to a musical family. He and his brother Bill performed as a duo in their home. In 1959, he moved to Los Angeles and secured a performing contract with Challenge Records. His rockabilly version of Tennessee Waltz made it to number 63 on the Billboard Hot 100 and earned him an invitation to appear on American Bandstand. In 1961, he wrote Travelin' Man, which was originally, traveling. There's a little baby over the sea. I remember the nights. Was originally intended for Sam Cooke, but Ricky Nelson recorded it instead, and the record sold 6 million copies worldwide. Fuller wrote 11 of Nelson's recordings, including the U.S. top 10 hits A Wonder Like You, Young World, and It's Up to You. Anybody know those songs? I don't. Fuller toured as a featured singer with the Champs, who did Tequila, whose other members included Glenn Campbell, Jimmy Seals, and Dash Crofts, Seals and Crofts, before a period in the U.S. Army. On his return in 1963, Challenge 4-Star moved him to New York City to run its East Coast operation. There, he discovered a garage band called the Knickerbockers, and they produced their 1965 hit Lies. Everybody thought that was the Beatles. It sounded just like the Beatles. In 1967, he moved to Columbia Records. His first discovery was Gary Puckett at the Union Gap. Woman, whoa, woman, have you got cheating on your mind? Yeah, you have Gary Puckett and you have David Clayton Thomas. So all the singers that sound like they have rocks in their mouth. He found Gary Puckett at the Union Gap in a San Diego bowling alley lounge. He wrote and produced the group's hits Young Girl, Lady Willpower, and Over You. He also produced Mark Lindsay, The Peanut Butter Conspiracy, O.C. Smith, for whom he produced the hits The Son of Hickory Holler's Tramp and Little Green Apples. He remained with Columbia until 1971. In 1970, he started Moonchild Productions, writing and producing the hit Show and Tell for Al Wilson in 1973. Fuller died from lung cancer at his home in Sherman Oaks, Los Angeles, in July 18th, 2024. So that's why they're doing a tribute to him at the age of 85. Alan Lamar Wilson, born June 19, 1939, died April 21st, 2008, was an American soul singer who had the hit on Show and Tell. After working in R&B clubs in Los Angeles, Wilson signed with Mark Gordon, who quickly sought his client an a cappella audition for Johnny Rivers. So Wilson was signed to the Soul City label, and Rivers produced the sessions that yielded the 1968 U.S. R&B hit single, The Snake. And Wilson disappeared from the music industry till 1973 when he released this song we're going to do right now. Are you ready, honey? Anything else you want to say?
No, I'm muted.
Oh, you're muted. Okay. I didn't mute you though, so. These are the eyes that never knew how to smile till you came into my life. These are the arms that long to lock you inside every day and every night. Girl, and here is the soul of which you've taken control. Can't you see I'm trying to show love is right? Oh, show and tell, just a game I play when I wanna say I love you, girl. So show me, tell me that you feel the same way too. Say you do, baby. These are the hands that can't help reaching for you anywhere inside. And these are the lips that can't help calling your name in the middle of the night. Oh, and here is a man that needs to know where you stand. Don't you know I've done all I can, so decide. Oh, show and tell, that's the game I play when I want to say I love you, girl. So show me and tell me you feel the same way too. Say you do, baby. And here is the soul of which you're taking control. Can't you see I'm trying to show love is right? Ooh, girl, show and tell. That's the game I play when I want to say I love you, girl. So show me, tell me that you feel the same way too. Say you do, baby. Oh, show and tell. That's a game I play when I want to say I love you, girl. Show me, tell me that you feel the same way too. Say you do, baby. Show and tell, that's a game I play when I want to say I love you.
I love that one.
It's a great old R&B song.
Yeah, we love that song.
I'm-
Robert Mine loves that song too. That was awesome.
All right, Spencer Green. I'm going to show you what Spencer Green looks like.
Spencer Green
over
is
here.
going up. He won't be able to hear anything though.
Well, he'll be able to hear me talk.
Should I take the mute off?
No, it's okay.
Or the,
I'm not going to
the
play
red
while he's
button.
up here. I'm just going to bring him up here. This is my dear. Oh, you got to come in here. You got to come closer. Come closer. Oh, hey.
Oh,
Watch
there,
that. That's
watch
20
out.
bucks. 20 bucks there.
There's
That's Spencer Green.
Hi, Spencer.
Spencer Green
Spencer-
is quite photogenic.
Spencer is the only one that could make my emo teenagers laugh.
Oh yeah, when they were going off the rails, he could always
He
make
could
them
always
laugh.
make them laugh out loud, where they wouldn't even they just glared.
Do you want
at
to say
us.
something, Spencer?
What, my first encore? What?
Yes, right. So yeah, he was just right. We had the studio. He just came by the studio. What are you pushing? Are you doing a new special on NBC, Bob?
Yeah, you do.
Well, I got this show, and you got Lola Heatherton, you got Barbara Eden, and you got the All-Star football team from New Orleans. Yeah, that's wild.
I thought I heard Heinz and Dad was on that too.
Heinz, and Dad. Heinz, all 57 flavors of them. Yeah, they're wild.
That was his Bob Hope imitation. Say, everybody give him a big hand.
Good job.
Thank you, Spencer Green. We're going to have some dinner later and talk. So
It
anyway,
sure
Danny, this is the second last song. So if you want to say something lovely, please do now.
This is the last song.
Yes.
Well, then, anyway, thank you for joining us tonight. I'm sorry that I didn't get to write to you online, but hopefully we'll be out of Facebook jail next week. But thank you for joining us, and I hope that you put a little bit of love in your heart and you sang along. And just remember that, it all starts with us. And if you don't know what to do, just be kind. And if nobody's told you today, please let me have the pleasure of telling you that I love you and you matter. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, honey. You matter too. You matter to me, especially because you're eating all my expensive throat
Spencer's eating
lozenges.
just as much as I have.
Yeah, well, I'll take it out of his account. We're also I had watched Breaking Bad and I had watched Better Call Saul, but I always wanted Danny to watch it, so now we're binging it because I wanted her to see it.
Yeah, I'm so mad at Jesse right now. I am not Team Jesse right now. We're on the third season.
It's called Breaking Bad, honey. It's called Breaking Bad. All right, so Jeffrey Osborne, born March 9, 1948, is an American Grammy-nominated singer, songwriter, musician, and lyricist. Osborne is the former drummer and lead singer of the American R&B soul group LTD, which time I move, I lose. Great song from LTD, with whom he began his musical career in 1970. Osborne was born in Providence, Rhode Island. Osborne's father, Clarence Legs Osborne, was a popular trumpeter who played with Lionel Hampton, Count Basie, and Duke Ellington. Osborne's father died in 1961 when Osborne was 13. Osborne began his music career in 1970, becoming a member of the American soul band Love Men Limited, which would later become known as LTD. The band recorded hit singles such as Every Time I Turn Around, Back in Love Again. At first, Osborne served only as a drummer, but by 1976, he became the group's primary lead vocalist. Osborne left the band in late 1980 to start a solo career. In 1982, Osborne sang the opening song, I Just Want to Be Your Friend, for the comedy film The Toy. Osborne later released his self-titled debut album in 1982, which featured two hit singles, On the Wings of Love, and he was also in We Are the World. I think this is his other hit, the one I'm going to do here. The people who wrote it, for anybody who has listened to our show for a while, you know I'm a big fan of Barry Mann and Cynthia Weil, the late Cynthia Weil. But no other American songwriting duo can claim such consistent success over such a persistently long period as the married couple Barry Mann and Cynthia Weil. They began their careers in the 60s at Aldon Music, the legendary music publishing company founded by Don Kirshner of Don Kirshner's Rock Concert and Al Nevins. They were members of a teen writing staff, which included Carole King and Jerry Goff and Neil Sedaka, plus Ellie Greenwich, Lieber Stoller. They did Blame It on the Bossa Nova on Broadway, You've Lost That Love and Feeling, We Gotta Get Out of This Place, Make Your Own Kind of Music, I Just Can't Help Believing, Here You Come Again, Never Gonna Let You Go, Somewhere Out There, Patches, Sometimes When We Touch, Who Put the Bump in the Bump, a Bump, a Bump, I Love How You Love Me, He's So Shy, If You're in My Arms Again, Through the Fire, for Chaka Khan. So they are some of the greats. Anyway, I always loved Jeffrey Osborne's voice. Our friend from LA City College, who was our teacher, and our friend Winston Butler, who passed away way too early, the tall, hugely tall black guy, who was wore, besides being tall, wore platform shoes, and we're talking 1971, 72. But he was great, and he actually staged the touring act for LTD, so I got to see them rehearsing early on at SIR. So here we go. This is We're Going All the Way, and we're going all the way. So here we go. We're just beginning, and I know we've each been down this road a time or two. Never could make it through, and I've got this feeling that we've stumbled into what we've both been waiting for, and maybe even more. It doesn't matter where we've been, 'cause this time I know for sure we're going all the way, heading for forever. That's where we're gonna stay. The more you're near me, the more I know it. We got it all here if we just don't blow it. We're going all the way. If the two of us both want it, I'd lay my money on it, starting today. We're going all the way. I know for certain that there's more than magic in these feelings that we found. We're standing on solid ground, but now we're both ready for the real thing, 'cause our dues have all been paid. We finally got it made. Believe me when I tell you there's no need to be afraid, 'cause we're going all the way. away, headed far forever, and that's where we're gonna stay. The more you're near me, the more I know it. Got it all here if we just don't blow it. We're going all the way. If the two of us both want it, I'll lay my money on it, starting today. We're going all the way. We're gonna weather all the showers and hold together through whatever comes. I know we got the staying power. We're gonna make tomorrow ours if we just stick with it and give it all we've got to give it. We're going all the way. If the two of us both want it, I'll lay my money on it, starting today. We're going all the way. Oh, baby, we're going all the way. If the two of us both want it, I'd lay my money on it, starting today. We're going all the way. Thank you, everybody. We will see you next week. It's holiday time next week, so we'll be doing, Christmas songs. I have a really dark, funny Christmas song that I wrote with Spencer that we're going to do next week called Canceled Christmas. But I'll do some happy ones, too. So anyway, we love you. Thank you so much.